On deck today we're going to be going over the ThruNite Lynx flashlight. This is sort of ThruNite's tactical model, if you will, so we'll address it in that light, and then we'll also address it as just sort of a general purpose flashlight. And coming up next though, we're going to get into the beam shots and kind of get that out of the way. We're going to be comparing it to the Inforce 9BX, a very good modern light. We're also going to compare it to the Maglite 104 Lumen LED Double D flashlight, just to kind of show just how much brighter these modern lights are than some of the older technology out there. So without further ado, we'll get into the beam shots. This is the Maglite that you saw inside. You can see it does light up that shed. That shed's about 20 meters away, and that fence out there is about 30-35 meters away. Now, there is the Lynx. You see a significant difference in brightness there as the camera focuses in. The hot spot is extremely hot. The surrounding area of the flood still lights it up better than even the hot spot on that Maglite. Here's a beam shot of the Inforce. You can see it does a good job. It is a good modern LED light lighting up that area. And then here's the Lynx next to it. Inforce, Lynx, together, side by side. You can see the difference there in the actual outputs of the two lights. And here's the momentary on function. We'll switch it over, let you guys see the strobe function. You can see just how disorienting that would be if that was shined at you. There you see what the light would look like inside of a house. In my hallway here, lights everything up, gives you good peripheral vision as well as that nice hot spot. When you get the light in, what you're going to get it in is this fancy little box. It's got the specs on the outside of it. When you open it up, you have your light that we see here, little carrying case, lanyard, some extra O-rings in case yours wear out, a diffuser, and your manual. So that's pretty much what you get with the light. The basic operation of the light is actually one of the coolest features of it. So there's basically 4 different settings. You adjust those by using the tail cap, and as you see there, when you turn the tail cap, there are very positive detents and positive clicks all the way through. So on your furthest left, if you rotate it from the user perspective, you will have your momentary on setting. So momentary on high output. The next 2 settings over, next 3, excuse me, are user adjustable. So here we have, I have it set on the high setting. Here we have it, I have it set on one of the lower settings. And over here, I have it set on the strobe setting on the high level. That's fast strobe. Now, these user adjustable settings, all you have to do to adjust it is, like I said, I have high here. So if you want to adjust that, you can adjust it anywhere between the 1000 lumen output. And if you hold it, you'll notice that it will start to dim. And when it gets to its most dim point, it will blink twice. And there you go. You know that it's at the lowest point. And then to get it back up, you just do the same thing, hold it, and it will start getting brighter all the way through from, I believe, 0.04 lumens up to the 1000 lumen. And when it blinks again, you're back at high. Those 1000 lumens are coming from a Cree XM-L2 LED cool light emitter. It's got a good balance between throw and flood due to the reflector on here. It is a smooth reflector, as you can see in there, and there is an anti-reflective acrylic lens. So that's the powerhouse putting it out with the 1000 lumens and peak candela of 24,000. The beam is rated to go out to 310 meters, plenty long for most folks out there. The light's powered by either 2 CR123 batteries or one 18650 rechargeable battery that you see here, if I can get it out. And on peak intensity, so at 1000 lumens, you're going to get 50 minutes of runtime. At 500 lumens, you're going to get 90 minutes of runtime, and so on. As you see here, the tail cap here is all metal, as opposed to the previous versions of the light, which had a polymer tail cap. It is all metal, and it is spring loaded. Again, they do market this light as their tactical light, and it is weapons mountable as a standard diameter, so most of your weapons lights there are going to work. If you are going to use it as a weapons light, you can go ahead and remove the clip here by just turning this back, and you'll notice this little piece right here comes right off. Set it back down, screw it back on, and you're back in business. Now up front here on the light, you probably notice near the head is this large heat sink. So while you are having a single cell light putting out 1000 lumens, it does not get all that hot. It gets hot, obviously, because you're putting out that kind of power, but the heat sink up front does a good job of cutting down on the heat and dissipating that heat. The outside of the body of the light has good knurling, especially in your grip part. You can also grip it with a 2-finger grip like that, or cigarette roll or cigar roll. It is anodized on the outside, type 3 hard anodized aluminum, so similar stuff to what you're going to see on your mil-spec rifles. On the inside again, that battery, 18650 battery, does have reverse polarity protection, something a lot of lights out there on the market don't have, so if you put it in there backwards, you're not going to have to worry about frying your circuit. Overall weight of it, a little bit on the heavy side, again, partly due to that all-metal tail cap. It comes in at 7.4 ounces. All in all, considering it just runs on one rechargeable 18650 battery, I think the output of this light is pretty impressive, as you guys saw between those beam comparison shots. 1000 lumens, warm white light, definitely lights stuff up with a decent hotspot, good flood as well. For those of you guys that like real floody lights, this one might not be it, but it does reach out really far as well. Like I said, out to 300 meters you are able to identify things. And I mean, it feels solid in the hand. It's worked well. It's also waterproof to 1.5 meters, and comes to market right at $129, give or take, depending on where you buy it. Really seems like a pretty solid light. Definitely an upgrade to the Scorpion model, which this one replaced, especially with the user programmable tail cap. Really like that. The only thing I'd say I don't like about it, or I'd like to see improved, is on the tail cap. See, if you actually press it like this, it'll run, but as soon as you actually turn this tail cap a little bit, about a quarter of a turn, it kills it. So it goes off, which is really not a big deal for those of you guys that are going to be carrying around in your pocket as a general use light. But if you have that mounted up on a weapon light, I'd like to see maybe at least a half or a full turn before it goes out. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints about it. Works as advertised, great output, especially for the price. If you guys have any questions about this light or anything else I review here on the channel, you can feel free to post below in the comments section. You can also post over at my Facebook page. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.